Players look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Scarlet Knights' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Looking for room, it's Ford. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. They start the season in the top 10, ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Brown wants to pass. Punch it out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First down. Looking to scramble. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Makes the grab. It's Napier. Push down for the tackle. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking for a gap. It's Irvin. There he goes. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Power football with the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal! There's nothing like seeing the hardest working guy on the offense get in for 6.
The big physical guy that blocks 99% of the time. You don't give him the ball very often. Reward the big fella for blocking his tail off. Gotta like that.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The offense changing the play. Trying to get the corner. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
And And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. That's reeled in. It's Napier. Oh, he's got some he smashes his way through again. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Napier. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Rushes on him. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw again. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second. Steady those feet. Get them quiet. Now I can make a more accurate throw.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They booted away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. Brown wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Brown will throw it. Got a man. It's 4. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Stanford looking to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right on the money. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Scarlet Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. And that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Brown wants to pass. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
He just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it, you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Running to the left. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's 4.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They punt it away on 4th down. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. Might be changing the route. The play action fake. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the right. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start this 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Puts it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quick strike complete. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25.
Well, a lot of things going wrong for this team right now, certainly on offense, and now you're seeing it in the special teams as well. This punt return is one he's got to be able to field and at least hold on to the football. I understand he's trying to go score a touchdown, but you can't lose sight of your fundamentals, and that turnover is really a microcosm of all the problems that they've been having today.
Pocket breaking down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You've got to find him in the passing.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. So you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Got his man. Turning it on. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Brown will throw it. Sets up the screen. Inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! The extra point here would tie the game.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal thanks to the big fella.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He'll start this drive going to the air, using his legs to buy some time. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, sweet feet. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. There he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Scarlet Knights come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Motion from the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
He might want another play. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. They've got the lead here in the 4th. He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been heading down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Just a short pass to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. Smashes through the tackle. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a crease. It's Ford. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Brown wants to pass. Safe completion on the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. The pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them...
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? And he will take it in. Touchdown, Cardinal! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Gonna try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Scarlet Knights lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Lost the defense is wide open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Defense has to be better on 3rd down getting a pass rush. He had way too much time to throw that football and found a wide open target deep down the field on 3rd and long. That is inexcusable if you're on defense.
The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Fires it down the seam. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. There's the pressure. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The kick is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets a block. Just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Okay, they're already within field goal range, Jesse. Now it's just get the ball to where the kicker wants it.
Exactly. A lot of offenses like to kind of center this. It really comes down to which side the kicker wants to kick the football from. Obviously, David, it goes without saying, ball security.
Yeah, don't get too greedy, but you want to pick up a little bit of extra yards here to make this kick as easy as possible.
They'll go to the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Give to the big fullback. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's right down the boulevard. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it on the left. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.